This video I'm going to speak about underselling the martial arts. I feel that I think it's necessary that, at least for me, to put forth my effort to protect the value of the martial arts. I feel that, especially with the internet, YouTube, and all these video sharing websites, it devalues the martial arts. Because everybody's always looking to get a good deal. Everybody's always looking to get something for free. I mean, everybody is. Everybody is greedy in a sense. Like, they don't want to have to pay for something that they can get for free. That's how people are. But when it comes to something that you truly value, it's important for you to to hold up this value by not allowing something that you cherish to be exploited, taken advantage of, taken for granted. Like, every time somebody gives away something valuable for free, it's gonna end up making that thing become invaluable. And in the world of business, this is just the way things are. Like, the things that you get for free or for really low pay are really not going to be valued within the people around you. And even for your time, I mean, like, we all want to make more money for our time. I mean, it only makes sense. Like, how much do you value your time? I mean, if somebody said, hey, do this, do that for me, mow my grass, shovel my driveway, go get me groceries, wipe my butt, clean my home, do my taxes, fix my home, fix my car. He's telling you to do all this stuff, and then he's like, well, I'm gonna pay you $1 an hour. I mean, how's that gonna make you feel? It's like, when everybody else out there is making, the mechanic is making $200 an hour to fix this guy's car. The maid is making $100 an hour to clean his home. He tells you to cut his hair for $1 an hour, but then, you got a barber that's charging $20 to cut his hair. You shovel the snow for $1 an hour, and then he pays somebody else $50 an hour to shovel the snow. I mean, like, when you undervalue your own time, it makes your worth less. And if you look at it from that perspective, you should quickly understand why all martial art teachers should not undersell the martial arts, or anybody that knows martial arts should not undersell it, because as soon as you start underselling it, you start devaluing it. You start making everybody think that this is worth it. This is just, it's not worth paying for. And that's what so many people, how so many people are. They don't want to pay for the martial arts because so many people are giving it away for free or for really low pay. It's like, it's like a thing now. Like, oh, let's have all these kids join this martial arts class for $5 a month or something. And then everybody's like, well, we'll just pay $5 a month to learn martial arts. And or all these videos out there teaching people martial arts for like free. You know, and then it's like, the more that people get something for free, the less they're willing to pay for it. You know, and my thing is, you might start teaching for free at the beginning, you know, because you need to promote yourself, promote your school. But eventually, you're gonna have to have people pay. Otherwise, you're not gonna stay in business. You know, and wherever you have these people pay, it should build from there. You know, if you start charging less and less for your time, then it clearly shows that the business is not working out and that you probably have to go out of business. You have, as a business owner, you have to grow your business by charging more as time progresses. You know, so if you start off making $5 an hour teaching a person one-on-one, then hopefully one day you'll build up to $6 an hour, and then $7 an hour, and then $8 an hour, and then $10 an hour, and then through time hopefully $12 an hour, and then $15 an hour, and then hopefully through the time you just keep building and building until you can maximize the amount of money you can make for your time. And that's what's gonna build value for the martial arts. You know, doctors don't work for free. Doctors are some of the highest paid professionals out there. Dentists as well. Lawyers. Certified public accountants. Like, all great professionals will aim to make as much money as they possibly can for their time. And that's what martial art teachers need to do as well. They need to follow along suit. Otherwise, the martial arts starts getting devalued by the society. They look at a martial arts teacher, oh, you know, oh, he's poor, he's a martial arts teacher. Martial arts martial arts is just a poor profession. They look at that like, oh, you know, they look at that like you're a landscaper, or you're working at McDonald's, or you're working, you know, or you're like a homeless person. You know, and that's like the worst thing that you want to get compared to, is like degrading professions, or professions where, you know, that are disrespected and frowned upon by society. But if they look at a martial arts teacher as if like, oh, you know, highly respected, like you're a doctor, or you're a professor, or you're a lawyer, then that's what it should be. You know, but that's not what it is. It's like martial arts is just so much devalued in the society that it's a shame. It really is. That's why, you know, I had to step out of it and get into something else that's where I make more money for my time. You know, like being a fitness trainer. You know, or before being a police officer. You know, they make a decent amount of money, or even being a firefighter makes a decent amount of money. It's like, but how many martial art teachers do you know out there that are truly professionals, that are truly making a living from what they do? Not like working, you know, having a full-time job and then teaching on the side. No, I'm talking about like a full-time martial arts professional. How many do you know out there? And of the ones that you do know, how financially successful are they? I mean, the industry is very much, it's non-existent, because it's so undervalued that there's no opportunities out there for people, because the more that people, the real good martial artists out there, the more that they undersell their skills and talents, the worse it gets. You know, and like, as somebody who teaches the martial arts, we should not contribute to making it worse than it already is. You know, I think that it's important to have people value it and pay for it, and for it to be a respected profession. And if it's not, then don't sell it. You know, if people don't want to pay for what it's worth, then don't sell it. You know, it's like you having a car, you know it's worth $50,000, and then somebody offers you $10. I mean, no. I mean, somebody offers you $500, no. Somebody offers you $5,000, no. If nobody's gonna offer you $50,000, or at least close to it, $48,000, $47,000, then just don't even sell it. Take it off the market. Or if you do leave it in the market, then stay firm on getting what it's worth. Don't undersell it, because as soon as you undersell it, it devalues that car. And that's the same thing with property. You buy a condominium, and this literally happened to me. You buy it for $180,000, and then your neighbor sells their condo 5 years down the line for $60,000. Now because your neighbor sold their place for $60,000, it makes your place worth $60,000 too now. It's not worth $180,000 anymore, because your neighbor just sold their place for $60,000. Now your place just dropped along suit with it. And that's what's going on with the martial arts. That's why you got a lot of famous fitness trainers out there, a lot of successful fitness trainers out there, because in their profession, it's not undersold. You know, because these gyms having these fitness trainers charging $60, $70, $90 an hour or more for their time. And this keeps the value of that industry higher up there. So then when people are looking around for fitness trainers, and they're used to paying $90 an hour, when you're offering $80, they see that it's a good deal, because 80 compared to 90 is a good deal. But when you got martial art teachers out there that are teaching for free, then all the people that are charging, you know, it destroys the industry. You know, and then people just don't value things that are free. They just don't. That's how people are. You know, and if we care about the martial arts, we cannot give it away for free. And even giving it away for low pay, we shouldn't do that either. We need to protect it. You know, protect it so much to the point where you're willing to pretty much go out of business to protect it, or go into another business. I mean, because if you undersell your art, your time so much to the point where you're pretty much working for free, then that's a clear indication that what you're doing is not working. You need to do something else. You know, so that's the way that I see it. You know, through time, I had to learn why through time and experience, I had to learn why it's so important to protect, the value of the martial arts. And it means a lot to me. It really does. Even though it doesn't mean a lot to a lot of the people out there, it means a lot to me. And because it means a lot to me, it's important for me to protect it the best that I can, for me. And understanding more about life, understanding more about business, I've learned through time. There's just a lot of people out there that are cheap, greedy, that don't want to pay for anything, and I gotta stay away from those people. Those people are not going to help me grow. They're not going to help my business grow. I need to seek out for the people who are giving, sharing, that don't mind showing their appreciation towards something through contributing, like money, time, expertise, skill, because that's how I'm going to grow. That's how my business is going to grow. So, but yeah, that's what I wanted to say today.